Hi students, in this session we are going to discuss about third colligative property, that is depression in freezing point. In generally, when non-volatile solute dissolved in pure solvent, here freezing point of the solution decreases. It becomes less than the freezing point of the pure solvent. Suppose freezing point of pure solvent delta TF naught, freezing point of the solution TF. In generally, the freezing point of the solution always less than freezing point of its pure solvent, which is higher value. Freezing point of the pure solvent is higher value. Based on this, here the difference between freezing point of pure solvent and freezing point of the solution is called depression in freezing point. Delta TF is equal to TF naught minus TF. TF naught minus TF is equal to delta TF. This is what we call depression in freezing point of the solution, or lowering of freezing point of solution. This is we can explain on the basis of graph versus partial graph plotted between partial vapor pressure and temperature. Partial vapor pressure and a temperature graph. Based on this we can explain here freezing point of the depression in freezing point. Carefully see, sir, when non-volatile solute added to the pure solvent, its vapor pressure decreases. This is already we are seen in previous class. When non-volatile solute added to the pure solvent, its vapor pressure decreases. In the same way, if the temperature decreases, vapor pressure also decrease. Reason: temperature decreases, kinetic energy of the molecule decreases, therefore vapor pressure of the molecules decreases. Before going to that graph, once you have to see what is freezing point. Generally, here liquid versus solid. In between liquid and solid, rate of condensation, rate of melting, where it is equal, that is we call as state of equilibrium. At the state at which rate of solidification and rate of melting equal, that is we called equilibrium state between liquid and solid. At equilibrium, when the temperature at which vapor pressure of liquid is equal to vapor pressure of the solid phase is called as freezing point. Once again, you see here freezing point means the at equilibrium, the temperature at which vapor pressure of liquid phase is equal to vapor pressure of solid phase is called freezing point. Is it clear? Depression in freezing point means it is the difference between freezing point of the pure solvent and freezing point of the solution is called depression in freezing point. This depression in freezing point we can understand with the graph lines plotted between vapor pressure and temperature. How to see? Vapor pressure, temperature, this is taken in kelvins. This line we can draw continuously like this. Pure solvent, solution, frozen liquid means melting stage. Yes, solution. Carefully see, sir. Here vapor pressure and temperature. According to this graph, when temperature decreases, vapor pressure of the solution or pure solvent also decreases. This I consider as A, B, C, D, E. Two lines I am drawing here. Carefully see. According to this graph, here pure solvent with decreasing temperature, vapor pressure also decreases along the BC curve. Along the BC curve, with a decreasing temperature, vapor pressure decreases. At B to A, along this B to A itself, it steeply decreases vapor pressure. It means here at B point starts solidification, or at B point it start fusion or freezing will start at this point. Means it continuously convert into solid. You know already, solid vapor pressure almost least as compared to liquids and gases. Gases having highest vapor pressure, then liquids least vapor pressure goes to solid. That's why due to solidification, its vapor pressure continuously decreases. This line indicate for here with the decreasing temperature, vapor pressure of pure solvent decreases. Next, for the solution, some amount of non-volatile solute added, then what will happen? Its freezing point decreases. Carefully see before going to the second line. First line, pure solvent, where it is freezes at B point. So this is the freezing temperature. This is the freezing temperature of pure solvent, TF naught. TF means freezing temperature of pure solvent. Now carefully come to the next point. Here solution with decreasing the temperature, vapor pressure decreases. It starts the here fusion. It starts the freezing at a D point. So the D point we consider as freezing temperature of solution. This is we can denote it with TF. TF is freezing temperature of solution. TF naught is freezing temperature of pure solvent. The difference between TF naught and TF, difference between TF naught and TF is called delta TF. It is what we call, sir, it is depression in freezing point of the solution. This depression in freezing point of solution is colligative property. Means it is depends on number of solute particles present in the solution irrespective of nature of solute. Is it clear? In generally, number of solute particle increases, here depression freezing point will be goes very low of the solution. Therefore what will happen? Delta, if the TF value, TF naught is constant, TF value if decreases goes on, what will happen? Delta TF value will be increases. With increasing number of solute particles, delta TF value increases. Means this colligative property also depends on number of solute particles. Carefully see here. According to this graph, delta TF directly proportional to vapor pressure. It is nothing but lowering of vapor pressure. This is point 1. Next, in the same way, according to Raoult's law, lowering of vapor pressure directly proportional to mole fraction of solute. Carefully see, delta TF directly proportional to delta P. According to Rolle's law, lowering of vapor pressure directly proportional to mole fraction of the solute. From these two equations, we can write like this: delta TF proportional to X2, where X2 is nothing but mole fraction of solute. To remove the proportionality, one constant we can use, that is delta TF equal to K into X2, where X2 is nothing but what's it? Number of that equal to is the mole fraction of solute. K into number of mole fraction of solute means number of moles of solute by number of moles of solvent plus number of moles of solute. For dilute solution, for dilute solutions, what we are getting here, N1 more greater than N2. So in denominator, N2 is negligible as compared to N1. So this equation again we can write like this: delta TF is equal to K into N2 by N1, number of moles of solute by number of moles of solvent. Here moles means how to getting, sir? Mass of solute. Moles of solute means mass of solute by molar mass of solute. So delta TF is equal to K into mass of solute by molar mass of solute into by what is there here, number of moles of solvent means molar mass of solvent by mass of solvent. For our convenient, M1 I am writing here, delta TF equal to K into M1. M1 is nothing but molar mass of solvent. Here W2 by M2 into 1 by W1. So you see, mass of solute by molar mass of solute into 1 by mass of solvent means this is number of moles of solute present in given mass of solvent or per unit per kg of solvent. So this part we can consider as molality. This we can write as what's it? K into M1 we can write as KF into here, where W is if 1 kg of solvent, number of moles of solute present in 1 kg of solvent, this is considered as molality, denoted by small m. Therefore, delta TF is equal to Kf into M. This is nothing but what's it? Depression in freezing point. According to this, depression in freezing point directly proportional to molality of the solution. So this is the third colligative property. It is related to what's that? Molality of the solution. Now come to here, Kf we can call as molar depression constant or depression in freezing point depression constant are also called cryoscopic constant. Cryoscopic constant. Carefully see, Kf is cryoscopic constant or depression in freezing point constant or molar depression constant. Different names we can use. Units for Kf. Kf to get the units, what sir? Kf is equal to delta Tf by M. Same, what are the units there for Kb? Same units will get. Ebullioscopic units and cryoscopic units are same. Here cryoscopic Kf units are Kelvin, temperature in Kelvin by molality and mole per kg. If we come to top, Kelvin into kg per mole, this is the units of cryoscopic constant. This cryoscopic constant value is fixed per different solvent, means per particular solvent possessing a particular cryoscopic constant value. For example, you see water, Kf is equal to, at room temperature, Kf is equal to 1.86 Kelvin kg mole inverse. Here for ethyl alcohol ETOH, ethyl alcohol Kf value is 1.99 Kelvin kg mole inverse. For benzene C6H6 Kf value 5.12 Kelvin kg mole inverse. In maximum case, in problematic part, they will provide Kf or Kb values as a constants to do the problems. Is it clear? No need to by heart for every component cryoscopic constant value. Here you see sir, cryoscopic constant is nothing but it is a molar depression constant or freezing point depression constant or cryoscopic constant. These units are Kelvin kg mole inverse. It is Kf value is fixed for different solvents. Exactly. Now definition for Kf, cryoscopic constant. Kf is nothing but constant. Formula you have to see sir. Delta Tf is equal to Kf into m. If molality is equal to 1, then delta Tf is equal to Kf. So how to define, you see sir, molality 1 means 1 mole of solute present in 1 kg solvent. So how to define this delta Tf is Kf. Kf means cryoscopic constant is defined as it is depression in freezing point when 1 mole of solute dissolved in 1 kg solvent is known as cryoscopic constant. Once again, you see sir, molality 1 means therefore Kf equal to delta Tf. That is only we can tell in definition. What we have to tell? Cryoscopic constant is defined as depression in freezing point when 1 mole of solute dissolved in 1 kg solvent is called cryoscopic constant. These values already we seen, these are constant. Next, depression freezing point. Here you see sir, it is mainly related to what? Molality of the solution. Means depression in freezing point mainly depends on number of solute particle present in the solution. Therefore, depression in freezing point we can consider as colligative property. Next, determination of molar mass of solute. Determination of molar mass of solute from delta Tf or from depression in freezing point. You have to see, already we know the equation, what that is? Delta Tf is equal to Kf into molality. Molality is equal to mass of solute by molar mass of solute into 1 by mass of solvent in kgs. If you suppose if substituted here, or if it grams they given, what we are getting sir? Instead of kgs, if they given grams, Wb by Mb into 1000 by mass of solvent in grams. Molality substitute here, delta Tf is equal to Kf into mass of solute by molar mass of solute into 1000 by mass of solvent in grams. To calculate molar mass of solute, you separate that one. Molar mass of solute, delta Tf and Mb, you exchange it. Here what we are getting? Kf into mass of solute into 1000 whole by here delta Tf into mass of solvent in grams. According to this formula, MB is nothing but molar mass of solute. To calculate molar mass of solute or unknown solute, we can use Kf delta Tf values here. Is it clear? So this is another colligative property. It is also useful to calculate molar mass of unknown solute present in the solution. Is it clear? To get that one, we are using this formula. Is it clear? Now Kf, how to calculate by using the gas constant and other data we have to see. Calculation of cryoscopic constant. Here cryoscopic constant is equal to RTF naught square by 1000 into latent heat of fusion. Latent heat of fusion per gram of solvent. Sir, latent heat of fusion is equal to enthalpy of fusion per 1 mole of solvent by molar mass of solvent. So if we substitute this formula here, latent heat of fusion in the place delta H fusion by molar mass of solvent, if we substitute new formula, we are getting Kf is equal to R into Tf naught square M1 1000 into delta HF fusion. This is the formula we are using to calculate cryoscopic constant. R is gas constant, delta Tf naught. Delta Tf naught, what's it? Freezing point of pure solvent. M1 molar mass of solvent latent heat of fusion per gram solvent. Delta H fusion, enthalpy of fusion per mole of solvent. This is the formula to calculate Kf. Suppose if the R and molar mass of solvent, delta H fusion if they given, by using this data we can easily calculate cryoscopic constant. If after getting this one, we can substitute it in the depression freezing point delta Tf formula. Okay. Here you see, sir, applications of depression in freezing point. You have to see. First one, making of antifreeze. Or anti-freezing agents. What is the use of antifreeze? How they work out? You have to see, sir. Generally, in car radiator we are using water. If the car we are going into the subsequent temperature or very less temperature, less than zero temperature condition, if you travel, what will happen? Inside the radiator water, it can undergoes freezing. To avoid this freezing, we are going to add antifreeze in radiator water. This, after adding antifreeze to the water, its freezing point will be decreases due to depression in freezing point. Suppose you see, sir, freezing point of water 0 degrees Celsius. If our car with radiator water is present, our car goes in very cold weather condition, then what will happen? Water goes to freezes in radiator. That is the problem. To avoid this problem, for that water we are adding antifreeze. Then it decreases freezing point less than 0 degrees. Example, in generally in car radiators we are using water plus ethylene glycol mixture. This is a 65% water, 35% ethylene glycol solution. 65 ml water means 35 ml ethylene glycol. After mixing, this mixture freezes at minus 17.6 degrees Celsius, not 0. From 0 to up to minus 17, not plus, sir, minus 17.5 degrees Celsius. Up to this, water never undergoes freezing. So if this, instead of pure water, the water plus ethylene glycol mixture, so here ethylene glycol act as antifreeze at a 0 due to addition of ethylene glycol to water at room temperature, at 0 degrees Celsius, water not freezes. Water freezing point decreases to minus 17.6 degrees Celsius due to addition of ethylene glycol. Is it clear? Like that, here what will happen, sir? If you take some other places, ice melting point to decrease, ice plus NaCl, this melting point is minus 21 degrees Celsius. Ice plus calcium chloride minus 51 degrees Celsius. So if for ice, these are the common salt or calcium chloride, when you are adding, its freezing point will be goes on decreases. So these are, we call this mixture, we call as anti-freezing mixtures. Means anti-freezing mixture means up to the minus 70. This mixture up to minus 17.6 degree, no freezing. If the less than this, it will freeze. That is different. Up to this temperature, not freeze. Even ice plus NaCl, up to minus 21 degrees Celsius. But here ice plus calcium chloride up to minus 51 degrees Celsius. These are prevents the freezing. Is it cleaner? So in the same way, one more use, sir. Here you see water plus ethylene glycol mixture. Even summer season also useful this mixture. Reason, it prevents the boiling of water. It is act as solute particle. So solute added to the water, pure solvent, boiling point will be increases. Vaporization nature decreases. So if you add this ethylene glycol, even in summer also, water vaporization decreases. In winter season, this is act as a anti-freezing agent to prevent the freezing of water in radiators. Next, second application, clearing of ice on roads. Clearing of ice on roads. Carefully see, in very cold countries, European countries, in winter season, snow will come, ice like ice box, ice pieces on road. It is more disturbance will create to travel on the road. To avoid this problem, generally we are scattering salt or calcium chloride on that snow. What will happen? If the salt plus ice, already you've seen it freezing temperature -21, immediately it is separated, spreaded as a water. So to clear the ice on road, generally here salt or calcium chloride scattering on the ice, then what will happen? Ice immediately melted. Reason, due to addition of this salt and calcium chloride, melting point free melting point of the ice will decrease. As a reason, depression in freezing point of the solution. When solute added to the pure solvent, its freezing temperature will be decreases. In generally, in the same way, to supply the water in winter countries through the municipal pipelines, to avoid the breaking of pipelines with water, some amount of this type of antifreeze mixture, methanol or slight ethyl alcohol added in the water. They are acting as antifreeze. It prevents the freezing of water. The reason is depression in freezing point. Simply, if the solute added to the pure solvent, its freezing point will be decreases. If the freezing point decreases, here the freezing point difference, once again you can delta TF, depression in freezing point is it is the difference between freezing point of pure solvent and freezing point of solution. This delta TF is a colligative property, that delta TF is equal to Kf into M. Already we seen this all. Is it clean? Next class will continue in osmosis and osmotic pressure. Thank you.